Welcome to the video on area of a circle. Now today we're going to look at this formula here which allows us to calculate the area of any circle provided that we know its radius. Alright, so the formula is A equals pi r squared, which stands for area, for A obviously, equals pi times the radius squared. Now remember, squared means times itself, so you do the radius times the radius again. Alright, so if we look at an example for this, we can see here we've got a circle and its radius is 5 metres. So we need to be aware that there is a radius, it's the centre to the edge. Okay, so we start off with our formula. So we write down A equals pi r squared, because we have to show that we know what the formula actually is first of all. Okay, and then simply pi times 5 squared, which gives us an answer of 78.5. We need to remember our units. We can see here it's metres, so our units for area are going to be metres squared, and that's rounded to 1 decimal place. Okay, so very simple. You start off with the formula, A equals pi r squared, you write down the radius into our equation, and then you just put the information into your calculator. That spits out the answer, and we round it to whatever the question's asking us to do. So with these examples here today, we're going to round to 1 decimal place. Alright? This time, we can see that we've got a circle, but instead of having the radius, we've in fact got the diameter. Alright, the diameter's 12, so that means that the radius is 6, because remember the radius is half of the diameter. So we're going to write that down first of all before we do anything else, because a common mistake is that people will use the diameter instead of the radius and then get the wrong answer. So, the radius is 6, and we're going to start off again with the formula. So A equals pi r squared, and we write that down, and then we can say that's pi times 6 squared, because 6 is the radius, not 12. 12 is the diameter, and 6 metres is the radius then. So if we work that all out, put that into a calculator, we get an answer of 113.1, and again, metres, so that's metres squared. So you need to remember our units is very, very important. Okay? So if we can make sure that we copy both of these examples down into your notes, that would be really, really good. So you can see here we've got one example using the radius, one example using the diameter, and those are the most common examples of circle questions that you'll see when you're working out the area. Alright? So next, what I want you to do is to look at this challenge example. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the area of the semicircle. Now semi in maths means half, so semicircle. We can see that it's got 15 centimetres across here. I'm not going to tell you whether that's diameter or radius, you have to work that out for yourself. And I'm going to put this question into the quiz. So if this will come up as one of the 4 quiz questions, and you have to answer that, try and answer it correctly. Alright, we'll talk about it next day in class. Okay, so area of circle, that's it. Answer the quiz, make sure you do that, and copy the examples into your notes as well. Okay, thank you.